Theater and literature note. By the way, theater in British English is Theatre. And so, first here on this slide, I like to read short stories. I don't have the patience to read long novels, novels. They are fictitious novels. Novels are fictitious. That means they are fiction. They represent characters. Watch your pronunciation. Characters. And situations with some realism. Somewhat realistic. So on this slide, the main character in a book or a movie is one word is protagonist. Protagonist. That's an A. Oops. Erase that A. Let's see if I can erase something here. Oh, look at that. Protagonist. Another word might be, in some situations, a hero. Or a heroine. Now, I'm not sure. I think the heroine with drugs has an E on the end. I think this is heroine. The place the story happens is the setting of the story. Types of books. Soft cover, hardcover, e-books. The story, what's happening, is the plot. And sections of a book are called chapters. And poets write poems or poetry. That's an R, poetry. Murder mystery books are sometimes called detective stories. And pohotki are fairy. T-A-L-E-S. Be careful. T-A-I-L is the tail of an animal. Okay. Science fiction. Some famous books are War of Worlds, and The Time Machine, both written by H.G. Wells. There are many more examples of science fiction. That's some. Satire. George Orwell wrote a book called Animal Farm. Jonathan Swift wrote a book called Gulliver's Travels. These are famous historical English literature. They make fun, satire makes fun of something, maybe to try to change your mind. This one, if I can get to it. This one is drama. So Hamlet, Othello were written by William Shakespeare. To Kill a Mockingbird is very popular today, still, written by Harper Lee. Some action and adventure. Treasure Island, written by Mr. Stevenson. And romance, Gone with the Wind, written by Margaret Mitchell. Margaret Mitchell. Mystery writers, Agatha Christie, who's here. Horror, author Stephen King, who is here, and a woman, Mary Shelley, wrote a story about a monster. That's a T. Be careful. The English pronunciation is Frankenstein. 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 Not Stein, but Stein. Self-help guides. If you're depressed, or you have some problem, or you just want to improve yourself, that's also a group of books, self-help books. So we go to the theater to watch plays, musicals. This is a form of fine art that uses actors or actresses. These people are performers. They act or they, perform. Act or perform. Can I get that to be a real F? Probably not. Let's try something interesting here for you. Maybe you'll be happy about this. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Perform. We say that they play a role. Sometimes we say a part in the movie. They read from a script. Okay, so we're talking about movies now. The scripts are written by, well, I'm sorry, we're not talking about movies yet. These are still plays. So these scripts are written by playwright. Be careful how you spell it. It's not the normal spelling for playwright. W-R-I-G-H-T. Playwright. So some famous playwrights and their works. Again, Shakespeare, Othello. He wrote Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth. Arthur Miller wrote The Crucible, Death of a Salesman. Tennessee Williams wrote A Streetcar Named Desire, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Oscar Wilde wrote The Importance of Being Earnest. So most people go online to buy tickets to the theater from a web page. You can still buy them, however, at a box office, the old-fashioned way. We usually buy when we get to the show, we buy a program, and we read it so that we know what the show will be about. So plays are divided into sections. Each part, the first half and the second half, each little piece is called an act. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. Halfway through the show, there's a break, and I didn't leave you much space to write that, but it's an intermission. Sorry. Intermission, and the British word for intermission is interval. After the show, friends and family wait for the actors to come out so that they can give them flowers or congratulate them for a great show or a great performance. Othello is a tragedy written by Shakespeare. It tells the story of a powerful general in the Venetian army. His name is Othello, his life and marriage are ruined by a terrible soldier named Iago. So can you recommend a good play? I want to see something nice. What kind of plays do you like? I like classical tragedies. Have you seen Othello? Actually, Othello would be a bad one there. It should be Phantom of the Opera. Have you seen Phantom of the Opera? Sure, I enjoyed the musical Phantom of the Opera. It was visually wonderful, and the woman who played Christine, the female protagonist, did a great job. I think you should see it. That's it.